Hello, my friends. About a week ago or so, I made a video talking about how I think Amber and Emily are still talking, maybe even still together. But I had a theory that Emily had been reported to the board of nursing, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. But just to kind of touch on this a little bit, there were a few things that happened in sort of a suspicious time frame that led me to the conclusion that Emily had been reported. And it started with Tammy making a post talking about Emily's career and how she went down a rabbit hole, and it says, "I don't stalk, I investigate." And right about this time, Emily made a post on Instagram saying that she was so excited for the Rachel video to come out because it's going to show Amber's lies and all that stuff. And then right after this came out, Amber went and deleted all of the crash out videos about Emily. Not only from the most recent one, but back from when Mr. Snowflake had his video too. So that was kind of suspicious. And Tammy made a short that is not here now. Unless I'm missing something, I don't see it anywhere. But it was also talking about Emily's job. It says direct support provider RN fired. And has a picture of Emily. So all of that, plus Amber deleting all of the crash outs, led me to the conclusion that Emily was scared about something. And it seemed reasonable to think that Tammy had maybe either reported Emily herself or had inspired somebody else to report her. Well, since then, some other stuff has happened. So I wanted to make this video to sort of update you because it's gotten weirder. So let's look into it. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that would literally be hectic. I'm not gonna lie. Before we get started, I wanted to point something out, and that is that while Emily is definitely the victim of Amber, I can't shake the feeling that she's also quite the manipulator herself. Because once she gets some consequences for her actions, she doesn't handle it very well. And we're going to go over that in this video. But basically, she got the attention she so desired from GorlWorld, and turns out she didn't like it very much. So suffice to say, I think Amber and Emily kind of deserve each other at this point. And with that said, let's get into the video. So first of all, like an hour or two after my video went up, Amber posted this, which kind of validates my theory that A, they're still talking or still together, and B, there's something going on with Emily's job. Because this is kind of long, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Amber says, Emily, to my knowledge or belief, has never intentionally caused someone's health to decline, nor has she ever intentionally caused someone to end their Minecraft game. And this sounds like something that Amber was copying from a script or something. You know, I mean, this is very precise wording that sounds like it comes from a legal mind or something like that. And that's all this post is just talking about how Emily just wouldn't do something like that. Right after she had completely exposed Amber for being an abuser. So immediately I was like, I'm pretty sure I was right. Because this seems like a strange thing for Amber to do unless Emily is talking to her saying, I'm screwed. I need to remove all of the damning information about me on the internet. Please delete whatever you have that makes me look bad. And you might think that's kind of a stretch, but she's actually done it more since this. So Alex is Shook made a tweet earlier today saying that Emily had created a privacy claim over some of the photos that were in Alex's video. But then Alex comes on here and says, I actually took down my post because Emily contacted me and said she didn't submit the privacy claim. And this is the message that Emily sent Alex. It says, hey bro, I've been getting messages from people saying I struck your channel. Just wanted to let you know it wasn't me. I don't know who is trying to do this, but I'm also getting phone calls from a blocked number, as well as my family, from a person saying they are a friend of Amberlynn. And they're saying awful and vile things to my family. If you're able to see who made the complaint, let me know because I noticed as the same person. I think what she's saying is like, let me see so that I can compare the names, basically. And then Alex responded and said, you know, I got privacy complaints and the timestamps provided were photos of you. One's already out there for a long time, meaning those videos had already been on the internet. Those photos had been available to see for a long time. Why now? And then Alex says, so you didn't submit these? There's no name on them, which is suspicious. And Emily says, no, I didn't. Am I the only one in the photos? WTF? Which is kind of a weird thing to say. Because, I mean, I think we all assumed that the photos Emily would privacy strike or whatever would be the ones of her and Colleen, which would sort of make sense. But apparently that's not what was happening. So Emily is claiming it's not her. But the timing is just so suspicious. Because while that's happening, Emily deleted her Instagram. If you typed in provoked, which was her username, it doesn't come up with anything. I used to be able to type it and she would pop up right here. And people who were following her are now saying it's just not there, it's gone. So she deleted her Instagram. And on top of that, don't forget that the subreddit got banned around this time. Just like while this all was happening, the subreddit gets nuked. And actually, it wasn't just one subreddit, it was two. So that's two subreddits nuked right in the middle of the attempted purge of Emily from GorlWorld. On top of all that, right, if everything else didn't convince you, Emily contacted Rachel and withdrew her consent to use her voice on Rachel's channel. So to avoid future issues or privacy concerns, Rachel privated the video. All of it points to Emily panicking to try to erase herself from GorlWorld. Which, I mean, good luck with that. It's not that simple. And the weird thing is, Rachel's video did not make Emily look like somebody that would harm her patients or cause somebody to pass or anything like that. So it's strange to me that she is trying to completely rewrite history as though she was just never part of GorlWorld, especially considering she's also still talking to Amber, which is the worst thing she could do at this point, because for whatever reason, they just can't not be together, even though they both know it is the worst thing for each of them. So, given all of that information, the fact that Emily's Instagram is gone, given the fact that Amber was clearly asked to delete those crash out videos and make that community post, given the fact that at the same time the subreddit was banned, two of them actually, and Rachel was asked not to use Emily's voice, and all of this was right after Tammy had sort of hinted at threatening Emily's job, I think the likelihood of the privacy complaint coming from Emily is pretty high. I mean, that is quite a coincidence that all of this would be happening clearly at Emily's behest, right? She is the one orchestrating all this because she's panicking because she's afraid she's going to lose her job. And I don't blame her. I would be panicking too, even though ultimately she brought this on herself, but we'll get to that in a minute. So it just seems like pretty strange timing for it to be coincidence. I just wanted to make this update video because it is clear that my theory about Emily being reported seems basically confirmed at this point, right? I am 99.9% sure that Emily has been reported, or maybe somebody threatened to report her or something like that. So, I mean, I can understand her panic. I can understand her trying to erase herself from the internet and from GorlWorld, but I mean, it's kind of too late for that. I think Emily should have thought of that before she started dating Amberlynn. And I think she knew exactly who Amberlynn was when she started dating her, because even Ambabies, even the weird Ambabies that want to be with Amberlynn know what they would be getting into if they dated Amberlynn. They know it would be drama nonstop all the time, and they just would need to be okay with that. So Emily knew. I don't buy for a second that Emily didn't know what she was getting herself into when she started dating Amberlynn. I mean, she may not have known exactly how bad it was, because none of us knew Amber was quite that bad behind the scenes. But even without that, it is obvious what you're getting yourself into just from what we see on the surface. So she definitely brought this on herself. And if I had to take a guess, I would say that the person that reported her probably did so on the grounds of like the feeder stuff. But that's a tough thing to prove. Even with the pictures and stuff that we have online, is that really proof? I mean, it certainly seems that she is into that kind of thing, but for somebody doing an official investigation, would those pictures and things online really be proof of anything nefarious? But right now, I think she's kind of crashing out and maybe going overboard to try to completely erase herself just in case. I think she kind of has the thought that you can't be too careful, but I don't know if it's going to do her any good, because why would the investigators really even care about what a bunch of dinguses on the internet have to say about her? I think they're going to be looking for more hard evidence, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just thought this was an interesting update, and I thought I'd keep you posted, and if something else happens, I'll let you know. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.